Good morning out there, grinders, and welcome to Guys in a Garage. So, today, in lieu of a guest, I figured we could spend a little time talking about Memorial Day. Considering everybody's been busy, including myself, couldn't really get anybody to come in, but we do have people coming up. We will have a former grief counselor, and I'm trying to get John Smith back in the seat, and I'm sure we'll have Charlie, JJ, Jameson, etc., all the usual guys. We'll come up with some fun stuff to talk about. So, Memorial Day, what is it? Where did it come from? Well, it was originally known as Decoration Day. It's a federal holiday here in the United States honoring and mourning the U.S. personnel who died while serving in the United States forces. Started in 1868 and observed on May 30th to begin with until 1970, when it was then changed to be observed on the last Monday of May. So it's a day to remember our fallen soldiers, starting with Civil War. In the Civil War, I believe it was over 622,000 people that died in that war. I'm pretty sure that was the deadliest war that we've had in this country. North versus South, Yankees versus Confederates. We all see this holiday today as a time for grilling on the barbecue, hot dogs and hamburgers, going camping, having fun out on the lake on our boats and kayaks and whatever else, going out for hikes, enjoying time with your family, and all that stuff is great. But let's not forget what this holiday was originally about. The entire holiday is about remembering the people who have died in whatever gruesome ways for our freedom, protecting our country and our way of life and the things that we believe. So what does that mean? That means a lot of death. A lot of death. So starting in the American Civil War, the first national observance of Memorial Day occurred May 30th, 1868, then known as Decoration Day. The holiday was proclaimed by Commander-in-Chief John Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic to honor the Union soldiers who had died in the Civil War. So, and there were other, observances by different states, mostly in the South and things like that, when, that preceded this. And then he decided, hey, we should make this an actual holiday. So let's just look at death tolls for one. So the American Civil War was the war with the highest death toll, 620,000, give or take. And then World War II was 405, 399, World War I, 116,000, Vietnam War, 58,000, Korean Revolutionary War, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people have died. So the death total, if you look at all of the wars starting since, probably the Mexican-American War in 1846, War of 1812 actually, which I believe was between us and Canada, if I remember right. Total death toll, 1,281,944 people. That's a lot. So let's not forget that while you're out on your boat, grilling, drinking beers, having fun, all that stuff, let's not forget, a lot of people have died to give you the opportunity to do that. And then, of course, we have our two other military holidays. Armed Forces Day, which is earlier in May, an unofficial U.S. holiday for honoring those currently serving in the armed forces. And, of course, Veterans Day on November 11th, which honors all those who have served in the United States Armed Forces, which means pretty much everybody. But here's the funny thing to me, is we honor those who have died on Memorial Day, but then we don't honor them on Veterans Day. Like, how come, everything doesn't close on Veterans Day? So Memorial Day, it's like, oh, well, we're going to remember everyone who died and we're going to close down everything. It's going to be a federal holiday, and, work and everything, they're going to observe all of that and let people go out and have a great weekend. But everybody who is currently serving or who has served but isn't dead, Veterans Day is observed, but we don't close anything for that. In my opinion, I think if you're a veteran, you should be able to take the day off on Veterans Day. Just me. Anyway, everybody, thanks for listening. Hopefully you learned something and got a little bit out of this. Just wanted everybody to know that Memorial Day is not just a day. It's not just a day that we all get to take off and go have fun. It's not just a great weekend. Keep in mind what it is about and what it actually means and what it stands for. Everybody have a great week, and we will see you next Monday. Keep on grinding, everybody.